Welcome to Dam ARG YouTube. Emmanuel Agbogun say about Obaze life for a head call am land grabber because of land grabbing case wey dey for Igwomo community. Make I leave you, make you hear from Emmanuel Agbogun.
Yes, good morning, my conscious Edo people. Wherever you are across the globe, if you're not currently in the morning hours, I want to say have a good day. A very good day to you, my conscious Edo people. I remain no other person than yours, noble right activist, Comrade Agbogun Emmanuel. If you're watching me, I just want you to share this broadcast. And I beg my people who are there, I want to make you also do me a favor to invite my brother Abat Obaze, to invite Jumbo Wenaze, and to invite, I don't know, but his name on Facebook is Robert. He's been bragging to be the one to have saved me in many issues, but I think in the course of our discussion, I will get there. I just want you to invite them and share the broadcast. Invite them. There's so much things I want to say here this morning. Just do me that favor by inviting them. Invite them. We need them on this platform. And if you're watching, please do us a favor by sharing this broadcast, please. Do us one very good favor by sharing this broadcast. So I'll need you to please help us with sharing the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Good morning to you. I can see Holy Anderson. I can see Emperor Ebon, Golden Moses. I can see Victor Oshoke. I can see Henry, Holy Man. Please, if you're here, I just want you to feel welcome. I can see Destiny Nice. Even if I'm not mentioned as Ben, I can see very many of you who are here this morning. Oyi Favor, I can also see you. Destiny Nice, you're also here. Please, I want you all to share this broadcast. I have a whole lot to say. I want you all to share this broadcast. Because, you know, when somebody wants to ridicule himself, he first of all dance naked in the marketplace. So I decided to allow Albert do what he felt was necessary. And while he was doing that, I realized that he was being misled by people who I see as either his payees or his sponsors. The truth about it is that for some of us who are here, when it has to do with Osakwino coding, and particularly relating to that is community, Igwomo, to a very, very convincing extent, I know what has transpired in that community. If you wake me up around 1 a.m. in the morning, I will tell you, this person is a problem in that community. Go and talk to them to, down their tools, and you will see that the community will return back to its normalcy and orderliness. The Igwomo community has been one community some of us have fought tirelessly for, particularly when it has to do with implementation of court orders and court judgments in that part of Benin City. Osakwino Kodi is my friend, no doubt about that, and we have always, been aware of the happenings in that community. I want to also let Albert know that as I speak to Albert now, my own brother's land that he bought, where monies were paid to Onaze went and resold those same lands while he was not in Nigeria. As I speak to you, those lands I've also acquired CFO for them. I'm only just waiting to the day I will meet him to inform him that whoever is doing anything on that land is actually working for myself and the interest of my family. And I will ensure that we fight to the latter, because every money that was bought for that land with, my brother bought that land with, I think Onaze was in the picture. Even when there were crises, when somebody initially entered the land, I went to meet him. He was very angry that I knew that he's the chairman of the community. I didn't come to meet him. I went to buy from a youth. I said, this youth is my friend. This youth lives in my own house as a tenant. And it will be very wrong of me to boycott somebody that lives close to me that I know is also an aboriginal son of Igbomo, that also have rights to sell land, and now go and meet somebody who I know is exposed and is very comfortable with himself. It looks as if I don't want the man's growth. However, today that young man is in Canada and is living a good life. Sorry, he's in Turkey and is living a very good life for himself. However, Osakunokodi said some very truthful words yesterday. In fact, he took time to analyze the issues as then words. Basically, I know they partake with them selling land. Yeah, I don't even indulge in selling land. That's one beautiful thing I know God has blessed me with. If I ever own a land, I don't sell it. I just keep it there, fence it, and I like to appreciate over time. I'm not this kind of man who decides to sell anything he or she gets. I'm not that kind of a person. If I have properties anywhere in Benin, I leave them to appreciate. The only thing I do is that time to time I clear them, I put my plants in there. If it's cassava, if it's plantain, I just make sure I take possession of the place. Now, my own land in Igbomo community, my own land that I bought, from an elder in Igbomo community that sold to me, that needed money, he sold the land to me. That land was also encroached. Not only encroached, sold. But in the faith of say, now my people, now this one, I decided to keep quiet. Because there's been a very long crisis there. Even people who bought the land cannot go there because the Combo people are always coming to shoot at the developers there, saying it is their land. Now, what has transpired over time that is making Albert to call me all form of names, call me land grabbing. In fact, yesterday he said I'm one-sided, said all sort of things, lied about me with all form of seriousness in him. Albert, I did not sell land in Igbomo. Albert, I am not an indigenous of Igbomo. There are very many communities where I have intervened and resolved crises going on there, including your community, like the same place where you live, Amaba. Before you saw me started posting Ebo on the media, I reached out to Ebo. I reached out to people in that community. Oh, but look at what is going on. Somebody complained to me, a woman who bought 8 plots of land in your community. Look at. They said they would do their verification. When they found out, they saw that what I said was true. While I was waiting for them to get to Ebo, Ebo said no, that anybody that does not develop land in 3 years, the person should forfeit the land, or the person will be relocated. If someone comes into that land, the person will be relocated. I tried to reach Ebo. Ebo on the phone turned it to an insult. Gallo even threatened to break my legs if he sees me in his community, and I laughed. After all said and done, Albert yesterday said one word, which I replied to him on his comment box, that you are always telling lies. Why are you always downing people's name? I don't know what's the correlation between C of O work and land issues in Igbomo. I don't know what's the correlation between land grabbing and Emmanuel Agbogu in Igbomo. The young man called me, and sometime I think 2 months ago, and complained about land issues that he wanted me to intervene. And I told the man categorically clear that Stanley is in that community. I would advise you reach out to Stanley. He's also sharing the same ideology with me when it comes to issue of land grabbing in the state as of today. So reach out to him. If Stanley is not forthcoming, then I would know what to do. But before that, please, the documents that you have of that land, let me know the elders who sold that land to you, and let me know the community approval they showed you. Let me know the community approval they gave to you. Let me know and see the documents who signed it before I know the parties to meet. So the young man said he was not too comfortable with giving his documents. Okay, if that's the case, reach out to Stanley. After about 2 weeks or so, the young man called me one morning. I think that morning I was in ITV. I was up for an interview when that man called me on ITV. And I said I was on an interview, I'll call you back. He insisted to want to tell me. I said, oh, guy, I just told you I will call you back. Why don't you give me that benefit of that? Turn to ITV if you're in Benin. You will see I'm about entering the TV station. Should I be taking your calls while on television? He now dropped the call. So when I came back from television, I did not call him till about evening hours. And I ringed him. It was like he didn't expect what he was seeing, that somebody like me who is always fighting land grab, where am I taking side with land grab? I said, Oga, I don't know who sold land for you in Igbomo. I cannot identify who sold land for you. Then he now told me it was Owenaze and Owenaze's PA, and Stanley was aware of the transaction. I picked my phone immediately and I called Stanley. Oh, Bob, see waiting that they talk about land grabbing for your community. How far? Where did they go on? Stanley said when he spoke to that man, the way that man spoke was as if that man hired him or consulted him before coming to buy land there. And you know the issue and how slicky the community crisis is now there with Owenaze's position on the matter. He doesn't want to be seen to be supporting one side against the other side. So he wants to be neutral, only try to mediate within both parties for them to resolve this matter amicably. I said, oh, Bob, this guy make this matter not go the draw, they go media. If you know how to, quickly, look into this issue very well. Stanley gave me his word that in as much as it is resolving the matter, he will not say he would not, give attention. But the young man should not be looking at it as if it's a right for him to just go and look into his issue because that's his community. No, that I know this community the same way he knows it. So there's nothing I cannot do. The man can as well use me. And I said, no, I wouldn't want to be resolving a matter in your community when you are still in that community and you are still hale and hearty. What for when I know that you have the capacity to do same. So we discussed on the phone. I got back to the young man and I told the young man, be patient. The young man started saying, no, that's not the way we work. Is that the way we work? Look at the way I'm posting this Noge, I'm posting this Okagile, that's the same thing you expect me to do to Caesar. And I said, Caesar, what brings in Caesar to this matter? What brings in Caesar to this matter? Caesar did not sell land for this man. So he said, no, it was Caesar that the elder used. Or it was even Caesar that went to chase the workers there. It was Caesar that sold the remaining 2 plots. I said, fine, if that's the case, I will reach out to Caesar. Luckily, immediately his man dropped the call and I called Caesar. Caesar told me that he was at the AIG's office. And when he's leaving there, if he's going back, he will stop briefly at my place to see me. I said, okay, but me, I did Igun SB bar. Would you stop there? They try to talk to some parties here. Would you stop more? Just say I'm one-on-one more talk. It's okay. If when they come, I see that they hold up, no, they will branch. So we were communicating along the line. We met ourselves along the road and we talked for about 15 minutes. Where Caesar now said he doesn't have a hand in that property. Whoever has a hand in that property is the elders, and the man should go and meet the elders. So I learned the man went there to meet the elders, and thus far, while I was waiting for the resolution of what the elders had with him, this man started insulting me on the phone, calling me fake activist, calling me money bot activist, calling me all forms of name, calling me a compromiser. The man insulted the hell out of me. Some of the insults I can even play for you while on live here because he specialized in using voice notes in sending those messages across to me. And not only that, sometime in September 2001, when I asked him for the community approval, you can see the way he sent the community approval to me. You can barely read what was on this approval. You can barely read what is on the approval. He sent it to me like this. And I asked him, this thing is not so clear. Can you do it such a way that the thing can be clear? He said, no, we won't go forge in document. And I looked at it again. The community approval has a date 5th of March, 5th of April, 1976. And I said, land way Owenaze, they say 1976. How old was Owenaze? Way Owenaze go to get 1976 approval. My brother, go and meet the community and discuss with them. I believe they will leave that land for you. It is because most of those land, the way Owenaze sold it, they are not so happy with the fact that Owenaze sold the land in the name of settling the legal, will I call it, bills of prosecuting and getting their lands from the Kombo people, ensuring that the implementation of the Supreme Court judgment was also done. And I think most of those things were done with Afolabi, so it's not something that they can deny, or it's not something that the community will say they are not aware of. So if we were one of those people that supported Obaneze by buying properties so that they can get monies or resources to fight their case, go and make your position known to the community and let them know that you are not also happy with the way you are being treated. Then also let me know the elders that signed, because an elder must sign the approval document. Let me know which of the elders that signed the approval document so I can go out there to meet them, to tell them that this is the time they need to get up and put a stop to this thing. If not, that guy started insulting me that what he's expecting from me is not what I should be doing, or not what I'm doing. I said, what do you think? Do you think that anybody, you just see me go to the media to shout? Do you think I don't do consultations? Or do you think we just come out on the media to say you are a land grabber? No, we must first of all approach. Everybody has the right to fair hearing. Even the thief, even a murderer, when he's in court, if he's been charged to court, he has a right for fair hearing. So my brother, I don't understand what you want me to do. Or you want to use me? The man now started saying that no problem, that before the end, that was about 3 days ago, that before the end of today, I will know how rubbish I am, and how rubbish and how foolish I am, that the world will know on the media. I was like, Oga, if social media is a very broad place, you can go and be saying it. I also have my right to also say my own part of the story. So I don't think that in a land that I did not sell, in a land that I did not partake in the selling, or I did not benefit from the proceeds, I should not be the one feeling the brunt of what people do. Please, you cannot be quarreling with me and quarreling with everybody. Try to know how to resolve your issue. I have already started doing something from you, and if you cannot wait for it to be materialistic of what our input is, then you can go ahead to do whatever you feel is necessary that can give you your land. Nobody stops you, it's your right. My brother, this guy, I don't know whichever country he is or whatever I think he is, this guy rendered insults to me. Some of the insults I will play out here. I'm going to play some of this record out so that you hear somebody that wants you to help him get his land. I want to play some of the records out here so that you can listen.
You don't have anything to say. You're saying you are a thief. You don't steal from you. Speaking the truth means that you are a thief. Investigating corrupt activists meaning that you are a thief. You better think twice. You better think twice. Do not buy the hand that fed you. You better think twice.
Yeah.
Better think twice, man. You better think twice before you fall in the wrong path, in the wrong hand. You better think twice, because I will use every legal process on you. You won't escape it.
This is somebody that sold land, that bought land. Oh, I'm not a party to this. He only consulted me to assist. Look at what he was saying. There are many voice recordings. I will play like 2 or 3 for you to hear, so that you see it. Somebody who wants my help is calling me a lunatic, and I asked him, you know that I'm a lunatic? Then you consulted me to intervene in your land crisis or land dispute or thereabout. Look at it.
Somebody think I'm trying to defend him, or you think I'm trying to defend your character? Sue me. I'll give you my name. Sue me, I'll come to court. What are you talking about? You bloody liars. You want to know who signed the document so you can go and forge? Must you know who signed the document? If somebody, if you are a good activist, someone came to you that, oh, my land was taken. You go to the land, you look at it, you verify first, then after looking at the land, you tell the person, let me see your document. You check the document. I even told you in government house, they said that document is correct. So why are you, Manuel?
This guy insulted me. Let me play this other voice note so that you can hear.
My brother, shut up your mouth, you lunatic. Shut up your mouth. Shut up your mouth, you lunatic.
Are you hearing it?
You lunatic. I collected scanning numbers from you. You gave it to them. I'm not even the one that called you, in case you don't know. In case you don't know. You collected the number, called Sterling. Sterling declined, called you. You're asking for what they call it. You're asking for document. What did you say the other day that I told you that they want to arrest him after he has caught somebody's son? You said no, he has not gotten to police issue. Look at this fool. Who do you people think you are fooling in Edo State? Huh? Who do you guys think you are fooling? You are not straightforward, Emmanuel Agbogu. I thought you were sincere. I've been one of your followers. I've been one of the person telling Albert that this Emmanuel Agbogu that you are talking about is sincere from what I've seen.
Are you hearing what the young man said? He said he's been the one telling Albert that I'm a sincere person. I've not known this man for more than 2 months or thereabouts. His first message to me on WhatsApp was on September 20, was sometime around September 20 or September 7th. His first message to me ever was on September 7th. So this guy who bought this land, I think to a very, very reasonable extent, this man is one of the people that are using money to influence the mental horizon of Albert. So here, I want you to hear.
The case is different because I myself, I have seen it with my own eyes. I have seen it with my own eyes in Emmanuel Agbogu. Stop lying. Stop lying. What do you want to use the document for? They give you guys the document. Sterling is in that community. You go there and make false documents and bring out somebody else to say he bought the land 20 years ago. You think we don't know all those tricks? You think we don't know all those tricks? That's what community people are using. You think we don't know them? Emmanuel Agbogu, repent. Repent, because we will come after you. We will come after you. We investigate you and open you. That's how you lied that the deputy governor was the one building a petrol station along Airport Road, and they beat hell out of you. I know how much call I make to make sure that nothing else happened to you after that. What did you do? Very ungrateful, man. People are doing this behind your back and you are just saying rubbish. Yes.
So, my people, you can hear rightly what the man was saying. Basically, as a young fellow, I think this our society, there are many things that people who don't have basic knowledge about it just jump into conclusion about. This young man said he was the one who made calls for them not to touch me. My brother, the only person I'm ever grateful to during that incident that occurred in Philip Shaibu's petrol station on Airport Road is Angel Michael, because he was the one who stopped that morning, came down, started wanting to stop all the boys, because I realized most of the boys knew him very well and they were very loyal to his order, and he told me to enter the vehicle, and I said no, I'm here with 2 other men, so I want them to join me on the vehicle. I will not leave if they don't leave. He also came down and said, Simona, enter my car, and he drove me. Well, wanting to drive me to the deputy governor's house. I said no, I'm not going to go to that place. Drive me to any other place, my sit down. But I wasn't want to go see governor, but the deputy governor is a big person. Now I want to go meet, you know. So that is it. Hello, I'm on live video, please. So that is it. Now this issue about this guy, Bob, don't miss land for you. Or when I say where they give you information, they give Albert information. Or when I say is one of the issues that is making Igbomo unsettled. Because for me, I don't think anybody can be a life chairman of a community. There's no way. You must rule and go. Another person must come in. Now, the community is trying to bounce back on its toes. Or when I said traveled abroad, while he was abroad, there were several issues. He would call me on phone and say, Agbogun, come read, intervene for this matter. No worry, when I come back, I know what to do. I have even gone to Abuja to release that his said PA when he was arrested by the Combo people. I went to Abuja to facilitate his release from Force Headquarters. Owonaze, throughout my journey to Abuja, was calling me at every beat. Calling me at every bit. Even at some point when I said I will not pay for bail for this young man at the first headquarters, I knew calls that went behind me and, you know, for me, and I knew how it all transpired. So it's not everything I will draw to the social media. But to crown all this explanation about, first, land they say, no concern me. Second, the assistance who I want to give, I have a principle of working. That's why you see, no matter before you see me come to social media to shout anybody is a thief or anybody is a land grabber, I must have done what is called diligent investigation. I don't just jump into issues. And that's why you see each of these communities, each time we talk about them, they quickly run to correct their mistake, because they know that we must have explained to them the wrong that they are doing. I don't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, in my life, but that's why I say, come down to Igwomo and make your findings. You were on your platform, you jump say, when I say I be the person who wants to solve the community problem. Or when I say I be the person who they fight land grabbing for the community, may Stanley join her. So what you're indirectly saying that Stanley should go and start doing vice chairman work in the community that he said he has ordinarily resigned from? Or do you think Stanley has any influence over Caesar? Caesar is a man of his own. He knows what to do for himself. But to the best of my knowledge, I believe the elders are the ones that, in fact, anybody who have bought land on that corridor, they are calling that you should come and they want to see the papers in which they is selling land to you. Owonaze that issued this man a paper in 1976. How old was Owonaze in 1976? That he will be having a 1976 approval to sell land to somebody in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. This was the man I said, come. You know what? Everybody knows that you bought that land, you paid money for it. Come, let us see how we resolve this matter. It's not a stick approach. You must be diplomatic. Come, this matter can be resolved. Come down to the community, let us know how to go about this issue. My brother, that man started insulting me, calling me a lunatic. Maybe he wanted me to do what you are doing about, but I don't work that way. I don't work that way. My brother, any community you see me talking about an Okaigele or a chairman or a Inoge, know that I have done diligent investigation. This issue of Ebo that I raised day before yesterday and yesterday, a day before yesterday and yesterday, I have reached out to Ebo for the past 2 weeks. In fact, even people in Germany, social media president and all, they have all intervened on this matter as Ebo's friend. I don't want to mention but a few names here in Benin. But the truth be said, my brother, the way when I don't take to spoil my name, I need to spoil a name like that. What thing are they doing now? Any small thing, hey, Mandela Bogun is this, hey, Mandela Bogun is that. Go and look at what Curtis Ugbo is saying. How many of them I don't feel come and contact Ugbo say, what did they happen? Ugbo is spearheading, an ethnic, will I call it a rebellious group in Olobo. In due time, all this things will come out to the glare, and even the palace will see what they are doing, how they are killing Isoko people and Ishekiri people in Olobo there now that nobody is talking about. All of these things are happening, nobody is saying it. But once Mandela Bogun come out to talk, oh, they don't give her money. They don't give her money. By the special grace of God, I'm not from a poor home. If you want to know my family profile, go to Google and Google my son name the way it's correctly spelled, Abogun. Go to there and check and look at it. You will see we have produced MDs, executive directors, directors of public bureau, federal bureau, not even state. We have produced technocrats. I have them in my family, technocrats with profession, even in diaspora where they live. I have them in my family. Just check, take your time to read through on Google. I'm not telling you, I'm not referring you to research. Just go and read on what has been researched and programmed on the internet. You're an ITC fellow. Before people start insulting me, there's nobody that does not wake up in the morning to move about his or her daily bread. There's nobody. But in my own case, each time people just hear my name, if you never mention my name for inside matter, the matter need a sweet tuna. Yesterday from land grabbing, you move to CFO. From CFO, you move to issue of fake activism. From the issue of fake activism, you also moved again to the issue of how we behave in Ikpobayi, I want to ask about how do people behave in Ted? You grew up in Ted here, Ted, where is one of the most dirtiest and criminal-oriented area neighborhood to live in Benin. That was where you grew up. So me and you, who would not say is more of a criminal from the environment we come out from? Go and find out the kind of people. In fact, 80% of the people who have developed GRE are from Ikpobayi. Make your research. Make your research. So I do not see a reason why you come and start calling me names. Hey, Manuel Bogundi, say Manuel Bogundi, my brother, I beg, I take your name, beg you, I beg, me you try the research before you talk. That was why when the issue of Okoromi came up, everybody said you're on the other side. I said no, they should also listen to the other side. What about the Egberi people? I was the only one that said that. That's why at some point you never saw me, going with the concerned people fighting land grabbing, the Sosai Were and the Blessinago, Osakunokudin, Kola Idokpaye. I respect their philosophy and their reasoning, but on my own, I have a personal decision to take as a man. When I look at an environment that is not conducive for me, I have a decision to make as a human being. Nobody forces me to do what I do. I do it voluntarily. So, those are some of the issues. Because I don't know how to look one way while fighting issues. This Onhe Okoromi issue, myself, Comrade Austin Wango, the chairman of Tipa Garage, Kola Idokpaye, this Idahosa guy, I don't really know his first name. We were the people that brought this matter to the public domain. I knew how the Tipa Garage chairman contributed immensely, and I knew how the suspension practice that we witnessed in that part of Benin took place, and I knew how the ban was lifted. That is why till tomorrow I reference the guy, because not every Tipa chairman can do what he did. Even till date, the same government, when the Tipa Garage chairman submitted petition, I also submitted. The government swept my own under the carpet. So shameful. The government swept about my own. I have box of petition I will bring out to address the press in days coming. Because it is only a government that is biased, that is insensitive, that will do what they are doing. NSAS committee, my petitions, all of them were thrown out. Petitions of clear case of extrajudicial killing, because it was written by Manuel Bogundi organization, they threw it out. My vehicle that was scattered, where I came to say they should not bomb police station, the governors, they threw that one away. The governors came to my area again, gave the same police over 6 million naira for nothing that they did. But me, who stood firm with my boys in my neighborhood to say, come, this station, nothing go do am. I knew the price I paid. But government came, because I'm not supporting or I'm not an hallelujah boy to them. What did I get? They say I can go and die. But I believe injustice can never last forever. One day, the truth must always resurface. And however, people will know. Even the area crime officer, if the man sees me anywhere, he does not fail to say, comrade, hope so you don't repair your motor. I said, I'm not today mechanic. I just try to fix some up. I say the issues with the motor. Man, just pack and there. I leave and there. The day I will get in time, I will really look into it and start using it. Motor, you need to die. It's already old, but you need to die. You go still use them. So that is it. But when they out of hatred, out of wrong thinking, like just they call me names, This matter, I did not want to involve myself because I knew it would get up to this extent. I knew. Because from the first day that man called me, that man was wanting to use me to fight Igbomo people. And I said no. Till date, Igbomo is still having crisis, a leadership issue. Till date, if you buy a land in Igbomo, if you are not developing it immediately, even if you develop it immediately, you will still have issues. There are very many internal cleansing that they are doing. Once they are done with that, Igbomo community will bounce back. And I'm also advising them, see, oh Bob, this matter, no, this is not the way to start. This you can do this, but this is obviously not the way to start. Me, I know be two-faced person. As you see me soon, as I be. I know the say I want to talk and make it sweet Peter, or talk and make it sweet Paul. So I haven't said all of this morning about. I want to appeal to your conscience. Please stop spoiling people's name you know nothing about. The only time I think I've come to the media to address you and address you as a liar like this was when you said the governor will make Edo State a mini Singapore. And I think that video is still there. That video is still on the social media. In due days to come, I will use that as a yardstick to check your position for Edo people and what you have done. You know, you say you are the biggest and largest social media influencer in Edo. Nobody is dragging that with you. You have over 400,000 followers. You work for it. You are knowing what you're doing with it. But do not use that one to insult people. Yesterday you were talking about platforms, how we have not been able to develop platforms. It's because that is your work. I am not a social media builder. My work is an advocate. I'm only using my platform, my page, to do what I intend to do. I tried doing it before. The cost of buying data, buying subscription and all that, posting videos. I say, oh, Bob, I'm not going to want to involve my money for this. If I talk for you, the word they hear me. So why go and spend my money? Rather, I use this money to do things on ground. So you will be say government help, they boast your own for you. You dey look and say maybe those of us who never fit do am, wey government never help, we dull people, we be dull. My brother, go check references, go check wetin you don do and the one we don do. I never dey government. Oshomole government, I fight Oshomole government from beginning to end. Now let's say social media that time never popular. If not by now, I know say wetin some of una for the sea. Now we dey lead, now we dey do protest for Benin. Now we dey do protest for Benin. So in all of this, I go wan leave the media now, and I go wan make una know say there's more to come. In the course of the afternoon, when I don finish wetin I get to do with DSS today, I go let una know the fuck up wey these people wey go say that they do social media, whatever, wetin they do, wey be say they go put governor for pulpit. They no fit squeeze governor, make governor talk about 200,000 jobs. Either when governor say Edo is not ready to work, they begin to clap for them. So by today in the afternoon, I'm going to be live to address issues bordering on that, because my phone don dey ring since. My phone don dey ring from all corners of the world. My fans, they say, why people just keeping quiet now? Now we know for this social media for Edo. I say no shaking. We would address this matter squarely. You can count on us. So my people, I want to appreciate and every one of una wey don dey here. We are over 100 watching. I want to beg una for one thing. I beg, if una see any issue wey una feel say I dey do wey no correct, make una draw my attention to am and make una ask me before una go dey castigate me. And nobody perfect o, but me, I dey try to make sure say before I do something,
Now we don't hear from Emmanuel Agbogun. Let us know what you think for this matter. Go to comment section, make you put your own. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Edo State. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.